Well, good morning. Well, here we are, March 21. Uh, Coronavirus panic all across the world and America. But there's a lot of good news, so I encourage you to really hang on to the sources that are reliable and not the Marxist, progressive, mainstream uh, 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 propaganda media. That's get your information from trusted sources. Uh, and so, what what the corona has provided for us is a huge opportunity to build business, especially 7K, and especially because of the mission of 7K. And so, what is our mission? Our mission is to prepare people for events exactly like this and worse, catastrophic events. We're to help them secure some financial peace, uh, because I think we're seeing what's happening in the stock market, how it is just literally wiping out uh, people's retirements, savings. Uh, some people have lost more than 50% already, and they're wondering if they should get out or stay in. And it's be damned if you do and be damned if you don't, because here the market went up Thursday, pow, that big surge again. But then what happened Friday? Boom, another crash. It's like a roller coaster, and the traders are absolutely having uh they're having a party, because they trade millions of shares, and they're the ones that's really doing this roller coaster. Oh, they take advantage of this and take advantage of the poor individuals that's put all their life savings into these things. Now I'm gonna be real honest with you. Friday, I bought into the market a little bit. I don't keep a lot in the market. Now, y'all don't understand. I keep most of mine in real estate and in gold and silver. But I also believe in true diversification. And I actually bought in to a couple of companies. I have 5 companies, and I uh, I put, I guess I may be, out of my total net worth, I may have 3% or 4% in the stock market. So I don't have a lot, right? Out of my total net worth, but I have a little, okay, and I see it as a tremendous uh, opportunity for me and my family. Uh, that it's either money I'm going to turn into silver and gold, or a little bit that I'm going to put into these. And I know these companies aren't going to, if these companies go bankrupt, Jesus is here and we're all saved. Oh, hey, man, we in heaven. We're having a great time pretty soon. Okay. Because if these companies go belly up, then there ain't no more business in the world. So that's the kind of companies that I pick out to invest in, uh, and put a little bit into the stock market. So I like to be open kimono, as everybody knows. I like to be totally honest about what I'm doing, so you can gauge yourself and what you want to do. Okay, and uh, I get a lot of my financial information from Dan Celia at financialissues.org. He's on AFA. He's been there for years. Really, really, really sold out Christian and his ministry, and trying to help people, get into uh, biblically responsible stocks, and also how to be diversified and how to do it right. Okay, if you're going to deal. Now, Dan and I don't agree with a lot of things. Now, for the major people, he'll tell people, well, now Dan, you pin Dan to the wall, he's going to tell you, yeah, I own gold, I own silver. But most people don't know how to handle it like we teach. Okay, and so gold and silver is the right thing to have, the way we do it. Okay. So enough said on the investment front. Enough said on the part about what I do with assets and things, but it's information for everybody on our team. Why is this such a great opportunity for us in 7K? Everybody's at home. They're out of job. Now they're going to get some financial reprieve because they're pushing through that bill. They're going to get $1,000 up to $3,400 for a family of 4, but that's extra cash coming in. Okay, so that's going to help that. But what are they doing at home? Don't sit around at home worrying. Take this time and put it to productive use. Learn how to do your plan B. Learn how to do something you should be in. Learn all about 7K. We got all the training in the world in our back office. And for those of you that haven't completed it, now's your time. Do your homework. If you really want to take advantage of this opportunity, then do my job description. After 2 years in the business, you should know anything and everything about that, what's on that website and what's in those videos. In fact, you should be able to teach them because you've watched them enough. But after 2 years in the business, if you can't do that, then you hadn't done your homework. You've just been a member, but not a business builder. You've been a member, but not a business builder. And so now it's time to buckle in, put on the commitment hat, and say, I'm going to learn how to do this no matter what, because this company is going to succeed with me or without me. And I'm in a perfect position. And so take time to use this time productively and not to sit around sleeping and watching the stupid boob tube and the propaganda junk filling your minds. Get up, read your word, get inspired, and then get on the computer and get yourself trained. But better still, follow what I put out for you. I gave you a little recipe for success. And so I'm going to share my screen, and I want everybody to go to yep, that's not the one I want to share with. So let's stop that one. Get back on another one. We'll get the right one here in a second. Must be this one. Nope, this one. I have no idea. Yeah, that's the right one. So I'll go over here. That's from me talking too much. Nothing to be concerned about. Okay. Urgent, urgent. Time for all-out massive action. What I've done here is given you a recipe for success. Now, there are some people here, that are going out. They don't know much about it, and maybe they've only seen a few of the videos, but that's all they need to see because they believe, okay? And their belief is what communicates the others about this opportunity. Wayne Clark's one of them. I mean, he skipped a lot of my training. And why? He could. He's already got skills, attitudes, and techniques. He has those. I don't think I could teach him any better. I don't know how to improve his skills, attitudes, and techniques. He's got those. Okay, he saw a couple of little videos, the wealth strategy videos, and a couple of other things, a little comp plan. Once he got the comp plan down on that one page, I mean, that's it. He was off to the races. He didn't need to watch all that other. He watched the 90-day plan and how to peak interest in the associate training, because I gave him 3 little videos out of the whole associate training to watch. He watched those. He went to work. Okay. That's what I'm encouraging you to do. Take that kind of attitude, take that kind of mindset, as if today's your first day ever in 7K. And for those of you that's just joined in the last couple of months, last couple of weeks, the last year, do the same thing. Today is my first day. And those of you that already have a large organization under you on one side, you're truly blessed, because you can start making some big money quick, like a few people have just started to do around here. Now, what I've done is given you all the tools you need. I gave you a text, and I gave it to you in 2 parts, and you can use both of them combined as a text or an email, or you could use it, as a conversation, one-on-one, face-to-face, Zoom, like in a Zoom meeting, like we're doing right now. So you can have face-to-face, belly-to-button to belly-button discussions now through Skype, through Zoom, through FaceTime. You can still do that. This is pretty cool. So you can have that same discussion. So what I want you to understand is don't change my words. Use the words that I teach you. And I am your business partner. I am your friend that is actually earning over $15,000 a month. So you got me. The reason that you don't have to put my name there right now is I don't want you to, because you're going to be able to use me later to validate, confirm, answer questions, and to get them to sign the dotted line if they're not already there. And you're going to use me later for me to welcome them to the team and let me put a little vision into them about what they just grabbed hold of, what they partnered up with you. Okay. And the only thing that I ask you to do is put together what this little thing here in parentheses is. Now, you think of what's best for you. Like if you've been in this business for 3 years, you don't say, I made an extra $2,000 in 3 years. No. You say, and I've made an extra $2,500 already. That's all they need to know. We're just trying to pique people's interest right now. Or, and we've made an extra $14,000 total. This is cool, man. And because of the times, I thought of you. See, now if you've been in for a while, you add because of the times, I thought of you. Bingo. You're relating it to our current situation. Now, if you use this, you can send a text. Okay. And I'm big on text because it's easy to do. You can put this, you can copy and paste it, and you can just bring them up and pop, pop, pop. And you can send out 10 texts in less than 15 minutes if you've already got pre-written. Okay. And that means in your phone, you start at A and you go to Z. Don't pre-qualify. The problem with all of people in this business that I train, they do not follow instructions. They're going to pre-qualify everybody. Well, I've already talked to them. I've already done this. I already did. Duh! Exactly the wrong thing to do. Follow instructions if you want to be successful. You go from A to Z. Now, I'd love for you to pick out your top 50, hit them first in your contacts. That's the proper way to do it. But if a person is, I've learned there's the 80-20 rule. And what I've learned about people is this: a lot of people don't make decisions quickly. Now, I make quick decisions pretty quick. And so it doesn't take me, 3 months to figure out who my top 50 is. If it takes you longer than an hour looking over your entire prospect list to figure out who your top 50 is, then start from A and go to Z, because you're not a decision maker. But you don't have to be a decision maker to be immensely successful in this business. All you have to do is be able to follow a recipe. Make the cake right. Don't let it come out of the oven flat. Okay? You might mix all the ingredients correctly, but you put it in and you didn't leave it in long enough. It comes out gummy and flat. Okay? Follow the entire recipe. Now, y'all read over this and just see if somebody were calling you up and they actually told you this and they had excitement in their voice like Wayne does, because he believes. Remember what I told you about belief? He believes. And he believes that he's helping people. He doesn't believe he's trying to get people into something. He believes he's trying to help people. Like I believe I'm trying to help people. Well, you need to catch that belief. Okay? Now, if you want to use it as an email and you really kind of have a relationship with this person and you want to add some context to it, I wrote another little paragraph right below the link. Okay, now what I want y'all to do is click on that link, and it's only 2 minutes. It's just a couple of seconds over 2 minutes. Now that's quick. That is to whet their appetite. It's the Bruce Harris type thing. Remember Bruce Harris, the potato truck driver, Idaho potato truck driver? Watched that video 50 times. And Richard called him up, gave him a little line just like this or similar, and said, I'm going to text you a link. And Bruce kept wanting to ask him questions. Well, what it's about, what it is. And Rich said, hey, man, I got to go back. And hung up on him. And that's what you got to do. You can't sit there on lollygag on the phone if you're going to call them or person to person. You got to get in and get out. You want them to watch this 2-minute video. That's the key. Okay. And by using these techniques, it's how you'll get them to watch the 2-minute video. Now, you can't help everybody in the world. I didn't say everybody you send this to is going to do it, because what I'm trying to do is get you to do those 5 a day. 5 a day is 25 in a week. That's 100 in a month. And in 5 months, you've gone through your entire list of 500 people. And hopefully if you've done it and you've done it the way I just said, you're going to end up with somewhere between 3 to 8 people joining you in your business. That's just the statistics of the numbers. That's the way it goes. Because you catch people at different times in their life, different things. They may not even have read that text. Because all y'all know, I tell y'all that when you come back and you finish your 500, you start at the top again and you go through them again. How many times you do that? 7 times. Now your top 50, we're going to do more than just send them a text or send them an email. I mean, we're literally going to get belly button to belly button with them. Okay, we're really going to call them. We're going to call them every day. Leave a message on the phone every day. Look, I'm going to call you every day until you pick up the phone and talk to me. I mean, it's just that simple on your top 50. Okay. Okay. The other thing is you can talk to a person using any of the scripts that I've previously given, my 10 scripts that I wrote, the kind of yes, no, you can text them out. Now, you're going to copy and paste this. Here's the 2-minute quick video I'm telling you about. Put the link in right there. Now, you can copy and paste off my email and put it in your phone as a text. Okay. Now, notice that we have on here to ask them to tell us what they think, or ask them to text so they can get more information, the executive summary video. And we tell them about how long it is. That's the Wealth Strategies video, everybody. Or the video about our times that I put that little 4-minute thing clip to, and why 7K. You can use either one of those two. You decide. It doesn't matter. They all work. Okay. So here's the follow-up. Okay. Notice this is a step-by-step recipe with all the tools that you need in one email. And you can, you can put them in a rapid funnel, but I tell you, based on my experience and our organization experience, there are a lot of people, and I think a lot of people in Missouri are like this, because that's that old show me state, you know. I don't think a lot of people want to agree to being tracked. And so you send them that thing, and first thing pops up, they got to agree, man, and they all just ignore it. I mean, you'll see they clicked, but they didn't watch the video. Well, that told you right then why. They don't want to be tracked. So therefore, you got to send them something else that's not trackable. And I give you 7K Wealth Strategies Overview President. There's the text you send them, and you tell them, you know, YouTube video link. Now, you don't need to put you can share, use to share. Okay. You can say YouTube video link, : okay. Now, why? Because people know that they can click on a YouTube. They're not going to be spammed. They're not going to be, their computer and their phone's not going to be hacked, because it's a trustworthy encrypted link. And it says YouTube right here, YouTube video. And so that's why you have more success. That's why I converted things into YouTube for you to use, for myself and for you. Because see, this is what I do. I do what I teach. Okay. Now, this is that little 4-minute little video about what's happening in our world economically before the coronavirus, y'all. This was presented in Montreal on January 20th, 2020. So this is before all this coronavirus scare and what's happening in the economy around the world. And that what you see, and if y'all haven't, if you don't understand it, you watch that 4-minute video over and over and over again until you understand what they're telling you. And I'll tell you real succinctly, paper money is worthless, and it's about to be worthless. Paper money is worthless because of all the debt in the world, bank debt, big corporations debt, bond debt. Look, munis are not good instruments right now. You ever heard that old term, junk bonds? Well, even good old municipal munis have turned into junk bonds. There's no backup for anything anymore. Watch that. Pause on those charts. I mean, the slides that he puts there, and look at those debts and read it. That's what I keep up with. This is why 7K is such a blessing to everybody, and why I'm so adamant that every person in the world needs to be a member of 7K. They may not want to make money like you and I do, but they need to be a member of 7K, because it's the only place they're going to be able to get gold and silver in quantities that they can afford at the lowest possible price. And it's just that simple. Okay. It's the Amazon of the gold and silver market. Well, I put that 4-minute video together and with the Y7K. So again, you can send them the wealth strategies, or you can send them this one, the Come in 2020 Silver and Y7K. And then I wrote you a text right there, and notice, well, for some reason it wants to copy everything. Well, this right here in between these asterisks, that's right there. There's your text. Okay. Now, notice they've only watched the 2-minute video first. Now you're sending them this. Now, when you go around your second time around, y'all, on your 50, guess what? You send them either the wealth strategies, or you send them this one right here, the Come in 2020 Silver Shot and Y7K. And that's the text you'll send to them. The second time around, every time you come around to them on that 7, you're going to send them something different. Okay? And everything is embodied right here that you need to do this with. And those that will sit down and do this and do my job description will end up with an organization paying you a weekly check every week. I'm going to share one more screen with you real quick. Because I know y'all know this screen. But it's for people who are joining new. You know, 2 years to learn. You got to learn. You got to build the skills, attitudes, and techniques. Wayne had them. I didn't have to teach him. He already had them. Had them built through years of business experience and running on his own brokerage and other associated businesses that he'd been involved with. So he already had those SATs. But see, he had to work time to develop those, get that experience. Okay, well, it's the same here. You got to treat this business as big business. Now everybody's at home. When you're getting people, they need a plan B. You can tell them, let's use this time as productive time. Learn everything you can about this business. So when you're doing it part-time, you're more efficient, you're more effective. It works faster for you. It builds faster for you. You earn money faster because you've developed in a very short period of time that's being allowed to us because of the coronavirus, being isolated at home, the ability to learn and to hop on Zooms. And you can get on Zoom strategy meetings. You can get on our noonday calls, Monday through Friday. You can listen to recorded calls. There are no excuses about doing the job description anymore, ladies and gentlemen. None. That's that commitment right there. But notice, I always tell you that exposing the business to 5 people a day, 5 days a week, that's the least time. And if you're spending more than an hour there, you're doing it wrong. That's the problem. Most people do it wrong. And so that's why it doesn't work for them. Exposed to people, it's better if you do it 10 a day, especially in this environment right now. Remember, I told you that's not going to take you longer than 15 to 30 minutes. because even in a conversation, you are not to be lagging on that conversation. You let tools answer questions, not your mouth. Tools, videos, informations, links, hooking them up with somebody else like me to answer the question. That then shows those people that they do not have to learn a ton other than send a video, send a link, get Bob Reid on the phone. It makes it pretty easy. Yeah, people get that. But if you're standing there trying to make explanations, and believe me, if you give the wrong explanation, then you lose your credibility. Once you lose your credibility, bingo, you just cut that person off for a while. And you can get them back, but you just cut them off for a while. So don't use your mouth, use your tools. Use your mouth for excitement. Hey, man, this guy making $15,000. I've already made an extra 500 this week. If you want to just do this week, or hey, I've already made an extra 500 in the last 2 weeks. Let's say you made a 250 and a 250. That's how you do that. Okay. So here's the main part right there. And then you're doing this part right here. That's about an hour a week right here, this part. So that's one of those hours. This should be another whole hour at least, more, because I asked you to do it, look at there, every day. So I'm asking you to do something about watching, learning videos about the business every day, not every other day, every day, because I know going to class every day is better than going to class once every three days or every other day. Every day. Now, I only ask you to do this, what, 5 days out of 7. But many people, now, when I say make your initial list of 100, that's just not to scare everybody. Everybody knows you got to build a list of 500, and everybody knows that everybody knows more than 500 people. I mean, if you look at your list building in your associate training and other trainings that I've taught you, I mean, you got to go back to grammar school. I mean, you got to start thinking about who you knew your entire life and write names down. You should always be building your list. Always. No, that should never stop. And then how we build the business, you know, how to work smarter than harder, my family business pack, and what I've taught everybody about it. But the fact here is that we all know this works. And the biggest objection handler is this. We have as our overhead product, our product that keeps the light on in our business, a product of value. All these other companies, they did soap, they did weight loss pills, they did shakes, they did makeup, they did hair growing stuff, they wrinkle go away creams, they even did, cell phones for a time. But those kind of businesses, those businesses convert their services. That's why I never did them. I knew they would always go away because of technology. Well, but the fact is they work and they created. Now, here we are 3.5 years old. Nobody knows about us yet. And we've got the product that is solving the world's problems for the little guy and gal. Gold and silver. And it's a membership deal. And the product that keeps our lights on is that basic coin, that variety coin, that specialty coin, creates those points, creates that residual income. And that's all you ever have to know about the comp plan, is just say, look, here, when I have 100 people down here on my left team, it doesn't matter if I did them or not, but I got one person here and I got one person here, even if it's myself or my wife or my son or my daughter or whatever. And I got 100 people over here in this team. Somebody put them from below, people down here got other people. And there's 100 people buying that product every month to keep their lights on in their business at 20 points. That's 2,000 points a month coming up that side. And when you get 100 over here, that's 2,000 points coming up every month. There's 4 weeks in a month. The last time I ever looked at it, 4 into 2,000 is 500. So on average, that's 500 points coming up in a week. But you got your one on the left and your one on the right, and you're going to make a $500 check for the rest of your life. So why wouldn't you do this with me? Now you see how you use the tools to solve problems and answer objections. But why wouldn't you do this with it? Why wouldn't you take a chance? What are you doing in your life? You're trying to win the lottery? Well, your stocks aren't doing too well for you today, are they? What you going to do when you really do retire? You're going to have to go get a job at Walmart as a greeter? Well, hey, look, they're cutting out those jobs too right now. You got to ask the right questions. Well, then learn how to, share that one-page comp plan. So it's not hard, but it doesn't matter. A lot of people get in this businesses and they don't make money for a while, but then they start making some. Any extra is money. And why not get the tax benefits associated with the 1099 tax benefits? So you use these pieces of paper, 2 pieces of paper, which you can downline in your back office. That's what you should be telling these people. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing that screen. I'm going to go to one more screen real quick. Get back to our great dashboard. Okay. Everybody knows when you sign into your back office, you can come in here and I've told everybody, if you haven't done it, do it. Go to training, and you're going to come up with your whole other website, and it's your training website. And everybody has one. Okay. Now you'll see right here, the file vault. That's where you can download all your logos, all the PDFs, the PowerPoints, those member benefits, everything right here, where you can download all your materials to your computer. Okay, you can go back to home, and this is the main thing. You can start training. And if you have not done this since in the last 2 weeks, all over again, then you're not following my instructions. Because see, all this is new and it's great. And if you notice, look who's done it. I guess Bob Reid does what he teaches. So if I'm watching this, don't you think you should be? So your challenge is, as soon as you get off this phone, if you haven't done this, that you do it before you start trying to build your business. Because see, you want to get onboarding. Here's how your people going to get onboarded. The company does it. Then it teaches them about this 7K rapid system, rapid funnel system and wealth system they put on their phone, and basics of how to install it and how to use it. And believe me, you need to watch it again until you can teach people how to do it while you're driving down the road like I can. You hadn't watched it enough. And then quick start training. That's the new one. And much of what I train and how I train is incorporated in here. Very professional, very fast, really cool. And they do a great job. Okay. And then it takes you right into the website walkthrough. I don't have to spend 45 minutes, an hour with a person anymore. I just tell them, go here, click. It explains everything. Hamburger, the links, this, that. It explains everything to you. And if you forget about what it is when you go on your website, just go here and it tells you again. Okay, This saves us tons of time, but it's highly duplicatable. So you need to have everybody in your group that hasn't done this to do it. Okay. And of course, I watch the wealth strategies. I watch it quite a few times. And then here's the corporate calls if you want to pick up any that you miss. I make them all. So the ones that I've looked at, I'm doing something with them. I'm using them as a business building strategy for something, just like the ones I've kind of sent out. Okay. And so that's my challenge to each and every one of you. This video is going to be good through the entire time of the coronavirus scare, all the way up to Salt Lake. And so get to work, everybody. Build your business. I'm here to support you. I'm here to close them with you on a three-way. I'm here to answer questions when you get people to have watched something, okay? To have seen something and been familiar with what you're trying to share with them. And so I'm going to